We've got a snapshot of just how much one Siouxland state exports. Statistics from 2019 from Nebraska's International Trade Office show Nebraska exported $5.79 billion in agricultural products just that year. Products included soybeans, beef, corn, pork, and wheat. The state's top customers include China, Japan, Mexico, South Korea, Canada, the European Union, and Taiwan. Nebraska is also a top exporter of ethanol from corn, livestock feeds, corn meal, sugars, and sweeteners. The senior director of national affairs for the Nebraska Farm Bureau Federation says when you think about trade, ultimately this remains an agreement between two private companies.
A company in the United States trying to sell a product to a company in China or vice versa. And so countries set up rules for trade. That's what we're seeing the White House tackle, is that they're trying to change rules for trade. But it's still important to remember that this is still a private business transaction that takes place.
With the ever-changing markets and rules, Duck says that makes it hard to predict how this will impact consumers.
We haven't seen those tariffs completely kick in yet. In terms of the products, right at the store, we haven't seen price increases yet, but we likely will see some of those.
He adds that the Federation is hopeful the president can work through tariff negotiations pretty soon. Now, the Iowa Corn Growers Association website says out of every 3 acres of corn planted in the United States will be shipped out of the country in some form. The rest is used domestically. Now, Iowa Corn added there is domestic usage in terms of feed, fertilizer, feed fuel, and fiber in how farmers utilize products. Iowa Corn wants to use more of Iowa products domestically to help some of the excess supply seen worldwide. The Iowa Corn president is concerned about the impact tariffs will have on the relationships built with other countries as the trade war continues.
Not knowing what direction we are day to day or even hour to hour, it's hard to judge. But certainly from a farm perspective, we count on the export market to provide that level of profit. Really, that top third is where our profit comes from. And so we're counting on that.
And again, the Iowa Corn Growers Association website says 1 out of every 3 acres of corn planted in the U.S. will be shipped out of the country in some form. And Swanson added that it can impact rural Iowa as finances are strained. He says Americans spend less in the communities, and there are partners in the industry making layoffs and reducing manufacturing, just seeing that ripple effect. Meanwhile,